is willing to pay for entree, appetizer, and dessert, but she wants, let's just say she wants 2 desserts. Well, she'll pay for the second one because that's extra. If that makes sense.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think in the letter it said he would pay for everything.
I might have overlooked that, but so those are the 4 things. If those 4 stipulations can be followed, then she'll go, and she'll enjoy a dinner and a play or a show or whatever's going on there at the fair.
Sounds good.
And then we spent the last 50 minutes waiting for you discussing stuff that's going to happen with Alien, which I can discuss with you at a different time.
Yeah,
Singe, you're still muted. And Late asked what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got caught up helping my wife with something.
Oh no, Singe is muted, and Late asked what Singe was doing because we already went over me.
Okay.
Yeah, the Remembrance Day festival is not. It's not probably for another week.
That's good.
Oh, and with the above table conversation we had before Klaus got here, that's going to be interesting then.
Yep.
If that's when Andonia and his event is going to happen.
I mean, there's also places in Vale that he could take you for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
I
going
think
to go
that's. I think that's what it said.
the fair. I didn't know when the fair was happening, and then I said we was going to go to, where is it? The Ivory and Emerald restaurant.
Which is
Like
the
a vegetarian one.
yeah, it's a very fancy.
Vegetarian. It has some meat for Klaus, but I know Adonia said she was vegetarian. Is why he chose that one.
It doesn't drink. Well, alcohol.
I do not require hydration.
I mean, she's from hell. Where's the
Yeah.
hydration?
Yeah.
Oil.
Mineral oil, like Bender partakes in. Oh, sorry,
She
fortified
drinks
wine is what he
fire
drinks.
oil.
Yeah, there you go. Fire water. Oh wait, that's
Yeah.
alcohol.
Alchemist
I guess
fire. There you go.
I guess we're waiting for, or if you've seen Rick and Morty, the episode where he meets with the characters that are supposed to be parodies of Hellraiser, the Cenobites. They drink essence of hell, which is just fire in a cup.
Yeah.
I guess since we're waiting for Singe, one, I need to turn off.
What?
Character sheet.
We're playing now.
Yeah, Late.
I'm in the board.
Oh yeah, you were muted and Late was asking you questions, so we were just waiting for you.
Yeah. I asked if you're. I think you're staying up all night to meet your new friend.
Yeah.
All right, so you will take a level of exhaustion.
All right.
So what's everybody want to do?
What do we have left to do in town?
We took care of the graveyard, right?
Yeah, you have one more quest. Ashes of the First Circle.
Let's finish that one more quest.
After you finish this quest, you'll level up.
Nice.
Nice. I think then after we get that done, we'll probably want to head into Vale since we were wanting to do that and then got caught up in the fighting a dragon.
Unending quest.
We were like, hey, you guys want to go back to Vale? And we might as well see what the town has to offer first. Oh, cool. Swamp trolls and dragons.
Yeah. Fun time.
So since you passed out because of the change at the end of battle, after she wakes up and sees the note from Klaus and gives her stipulations, she's gonna try and figure out if anything of importance transpired between the time that the battle ended and she woke up.
I think your new friend is just. I think probably as you come down, you see this humanoid figure, pierce completely black eyes, and he's now kind of standing over this parchment, and he's trying to draw something.
Right here.
Phalar will kind of wave and be like, well, I'd say that's not a lot too important happened, though there was this fellow that Singe brought back from the swamp. Well, the undertown cave swamp that we fought in.
Don't worry, if you need more paper to draw your memories, I have plenty.
It's probably, let's see. Yeah, it's probably closer to like a 4-year-old's drawing. But you see it's like a circle, and you see it's just a circle, and you see he's drawn like crude looking eyes on the outside of it. He just points to it and points to it, and you hear in your head, dreams. I see these in dreams.
Wow, that's a rude
There it is.
response. You just burp at him. I see these in my dreams. Bleh.
What bear? I don't understand.
That's how I yawn.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
You see he's like now kind of looking around, make sure nobody can see. You see his normal hands kind of shift over to where previously now his troll claws. He just stares at them and saying, claws that hurts. Heal. I'm confused.
The drawing is like basically a facial shape.
It's like a ring, like kind of like a jewelry ring, but then you see just carved on the very edge of it are just a dozen eyes on the inside of the lines.
Oh. I'm not familiar with it being like this. And he maybe hold up the paper to any other party members. Does this look familiar to any of you?
I know. Is that the table that I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want me to roll?
Um. Investigation or make an insight check.
Insight. All right. It says I get advantage on that. There's an A next to it.
Right click it and see if it tells you what for.
It gives me 2. Allows to discern a person's mood and intentions, or ascertain the intentions or sincerity of creatures. Just normal.
Yeah, normal.
All right. I got a 20. Rolled a 20. Natural 20.
Nice.
You
Oh crap! Ignore this. It's rolling it in the game.
okay. Find it.
So total, I got 27.
you gather that this seems like part of your like it seems like whatever you're destroying doesn't seem like it's complete, or you're not getting the whole picture. Like it's almost it's like you're staring at a puzzle piece. But based on this, you can't really get any context. You feel like
Oh,
you're missing
look,
something.
yeah, look at the new friend and look at Singe. And then mention this. This looks like it's a piece of something else. Is there more?
He
It's related to dreams. I know that much.
he looks at you and says, "I dream of hunger, the cold seeing in my bones."
There's something I can roll to try to piece together all the eyes, and then him saying he's dreaming about being hungry. And since we have the knowledge of, oh crap, where did you put it? There it is. Of the maw.
Yeah, roll a
The Arcana, or no?
roll an Arcana or religion.
Let's see. Well, both of them are a +8. Well, I got 12. How do I get it to stop trying to roll it in Tailspire? It keeps rolling both in D&D Beyond on the website and in Tailspire.
Do you have Beyond the Spire installed?
Um, how do I see what I have installed?
I mean,
On
it's a browser extension.
let me see here. I do. Just turn that off.
Yep, that's why it's rolling in both.
Okay, let's see here. There we go. I shut it off. All right, cool. Thank you. Now, ignore that.
All right.
I don't know if it rolled or not, but okay. But yeah, I got a 12.
It seems like uh, uh, was that history or religion, or what you
Religion.
roll? 12 seems like he's talking about it. You're just not. I don't know. Just still, it's like something's on the very edge of your like your. It's like on the tip of your tongue. It's like you still feel like you're missing information.
All right, so look at Singe and the new friend and mention it seems like he could be speaking about Maw, but it still feels like something's missing.
Although if probably you kind of mid bite, hearing him mention the mall, this definitely gets your attention.
Mm-hmm. But like before that, Otto was not paying attention.
You're busy eating. It's like it's more like your mouth is still full of food, and you just kind of
Yeah.
look up, hearing this.
Yeah.
Oh, while this is going on, I want to try to get the attention of the waitress or the barmaid, whoever it might be,
Mm-hmm.
and then because she's woke up after the 12-hour pass out, she's gonna, even though she knows it's not gonna cost this, it's just her thing, she's gonna give her 5 gold and request the freshest salad that she can find. That's what she
Certainly.
would like for food. And then whatever is left over from the cost of this salad is just yours.
I guess it doesn't matter what kind of salad. Just
As
okay.
long as it's not meat.
Okay. All right. So she'll run back in the kitchen and start working on that.
As long as it's not meat and edible.
What everybody else doing?
Taylor's probably just kind of looking through his stuff, making sure it's all in order and everything. Because he hasn't done a check on his equipment since before we went out and fought Ronin, so he's like, I should probably inventory myself. And of course, listening to what's going on while he's doing so.
All right.
Could Singe melt a small bit of sand to make a small black glass? I don't know what the word is, but like an imitation of the image he drew.
Yeah.
And he'll like ask if it like looks right to him.
Make a dexterity check just to see how accurate you can get it.
Sure. Sleight of hand should work, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that was close to a fail. 25 total.
Yeah, it looks exactly like it. I mean, it's probably a little smoother, given the crudeness of his drawing, but yeah, it's pretty close.
And Adonia is just gonna politely put her hand out and request, hey, okay, I take a look. I want to see your marks or your craftsmanship.
Oh, here you go.
All right. And then are you holding it out palm up or how are you doing it?
It probably looks like he like spits it out of a helmet and it's just resting on the palm of the steel defender, so he's just kind of holding it out. First he was holding it out to like the friend to inspect, and then since you asked, he's just basically turning the steel defender to you.
All right, so above table, late, and Singe. How is Singe and the steel construct working together? So like are they like one? So if I'm asking, so above table, so if I touch the steel construct and sense it's willingly, is it the construct that would get the bond from the ring with me, or would Singe get it?
Singe is in the suit, so if you touch the suit, his defender is gonna get it. Unless you can get Singe to, I don't know, open the helmet and you can high five him or something.
All right. So what Antonio will do? Uh she'll hold her, both of her hands out, so kind of like cup them, so that way, the steel defender could just like turn its hand and it'll fall into her hands. And then she'll take a look, she'll look at it and be like, "Oh, this is great quality. I'm enjoying it. I might, you know, request some jewelry from you sometime, and then she'll pick it up and hold it at the helmet's opening in her fingers to see if Singe is going to reach out to take it back. So it's like within half an inch of the opening of the helmet.
You want to roll persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, persuasion's not that great. Let's see. I got a 12. It rolled it in the thing again, even though I have it turned off. Let me reload.
I'll
Please
leave it,
tell
I'll
me
leave
they
it up to
refresh
you.
the browser.
I'll leave it up
Yeah,
to
I'm
you said, Jeff. Whether that's meets your
Oh yeah, I
DC.
was thinking about 10 DC, so he passed. So Singe will hesitantly quickly look around, make sure no one has a clean view of him, and just reach out from the mask where he's looking out from and just pick it up.
All right. So since I was holding it in my fingers, is high chance that Singe touched
I
or
mean,
got screen contact.
I'd also allow you to do it if, for the moment, both you and Sens are touching the glass.
Okay. So yeah, so Singe is then bonded with Endonia, and I'll read it off again if you don't remember. Whenever I heal, you heal the same exact amount. And then if you're within 60 feet of me and you make an attack, I can choose to decide that it's an auto crit. But that's once per dawn.
Okay.
So, like, if I take 15 damage and I heal myself for 15, as long as you're within 60 feet of me, you also heal for 15. Any healing I take, you now take.
Sure.
What's Klaus doing during all this?
I want to go meet up with Silas.
All right,
Finishing touches on his quote unquote date.
yeah, you see you kind of I guess walk past everybody, go down to uh the down in the hideout below the tavern. You see him there. And you're upstairs. Hold on, I got you.
While you're making a trip, Singe is leaving that drawing with its creator. I'm gonna present the ring in front of Otto and Faye as well to see if they want to look.
All right, I moved you down.
Faye looks at it, and he doesn't take it since he's got his hands busy looking through his stuff, but he does look up at it and he's like, "Oh, that is very nice."
And Otto takes a look at it too.
Yeah, and he looks over Otto and he's like, "Otto, take a look at what our friend has."
Yeah. What does it look like?
It's a ring with eyes drawn on the on the outside of it.
Eyes drawn. Okay. Have we gotten the item identified yet, or?
That's a glass sculpture of what it is. It's not anything magical.
Oh, okay.
It's just he replicated what the new friend of ours is drawing on the paper as a black glass sculpture.
Pretty much what I was envisioning is, all right, so the one ring from Lord of the Rings, but black, and instead of elvish, there's just eyes.
So instead of the letters, the words, it's the I. Okay.
Maybe like a tiny piece of ember broken off of Singe as the iris.
When I get down there with Silas, I want to ask him how he's doing, and then ask him about the experiment that the graveyard keeper told me about.
He kind of pulls his glasses off and says, that I've been doing it at night when they've been sleeping. But from what I'm gathering upstairs, seems like I've had success.
You have.
It's taken me months, but I think I found a way to create artificial regeneration.
How far along are you on the experiments? And
Well, I'll have to probably dissect those trolls, but I think probably a week or so, I think I'll have it. Might be ready enough to try a spell.
that'd be good. And are the effects permanent?
If you were to cast just this spell on you every day for about a year, it would become permanent.
I think that'd be a good thing to do for our members.
That's why
We have quite a strong force.
that's why I've been trying to do it.
Good. And then, can you tell me anything? Oh, he won't know anything about it. Do you know how the attack went in Vale?
He kind of shuffles through some papers and says, "We got 15 new members. Well, actually, take that back. 12. 2 of them joined the last circle. They didn't impress me, and well, you know how that goes."
I see. How much fear and chaos did it bring?
Oh, that city is fucking locked down now. Considering what happened with that magic shop and now this,
And it all points to the cult of Umbriel and not toward us?
it does.
Good. That's very good. Well, I'm gonna get back to the party before they start asking questions.
Alright, I'm going to be here for a while, so feel free to have use of my house in Vale if you need it.
Will do. I'll see you, old friend.
He nods, goes back to his paperwork.
I'll come back upstairs.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
Otto, as you look at this glass sculpture, this just immediately reminds you of the mall. It's like you're not really sure why you know this, but you just feel like this is his symbol.
Did you say that to me?
No, that's what Otto knows.
Oh, okay.
When sends him to show him the glass sculpture.
can you repeat that again?
That this glass sculpture immediately reminds you of the mall. You're not necessarily sure why you know this, but you just know this is his symbol.
And it's only a symbol, right? There's nothing
Like
magical.
you know that you know that the mall was one of the older gods that was locked away. So you think that every god usually has some kind of symbol to represent their authority and power. You just know this is that symbol that represents the mall.
Okay. So because I wasn't here last session, um, where did Sinch get this from, or did he sculpt it? Like, where did he see this?
Like 5 minutes ago.
Mm,
Maybe the bigger question is, where's this maw? Where'd you learn about the maw from?
Yeah.
well, I mean, Otto never said anything yet. Haven't said anything yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I were playing Otto, I'd wonder where I learned this.
But I don't know if Otto wants to talk about it yet.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, last thing I'll say is you more or less know this is probably your patrons reading you this. Ironically.
Can we insight Otto to see if he shows a reaction despite trying to maybe cover it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, auto roll deception and sends you roll insight.
Ooh, 9 total.
Oh no.
Oh no, natural
Oh,
20.
29.
Otto's eyes could be saucers and Cinch wouldn't pick it up.
He's literally like
Stone faced.
does not look like it's anything special. Whatever. Wait. That's okay. I was thinking like maybe he just didn't even notice.
You just hear something fall over inside the Steel Defender suit, falls out a helmet, clunks into the chest, and falls into the leg. Scrambles back up to the helmet.
Sounds like.
Sorry, did I miss anything?
What's this interesting thing? Look, what I hear?
Well, I'll hang on to this until we figure out some more. I wonder what we should do for our friend
That's a
until
good idea.
then.
That
you
is also a good
comfortable-
question.
Here?
I could
What?
stay.
I
Wait,
mean,
what?
my room is paid up for a long while and it's private.
Oh wait,
What-
isn't that forge not too far too. I guess he could stay there.
What does he look like to Klaus, since I have true sight and I see creatures' true forms?
You see through his illusion that it looks like that same swamp troll, but you see a lot of its you see like there's this very faint silhouette of like shadow moving over its skin, like fine, almost like it's very faint. It's almost like where there was blood, you now just see like this blackness running through its veins. And where there once its eyes were just black voids, where there's almost like the smoke kind of dissipating from its eyes. You also,
Okay,
I'll say, with your true style, say you sense that it's not dead, it's not undead, it's just something entirely different.
With my ring, I'd like to communicate this telepathically to Silas and let him know this development.
All right, he'll just tell you to keep tabs on him, make sure he doesn't wander.
Oh, as long as he's comfortable living at the forge. Is there anything else you want to work on today?
Are you asking
Oh.
him, or the group?
I'm curious if he's comfortable with the forge. Maybe we'll introduce it to him. The group, I'm curious if they want to do anything else in particular.
Well, there's still one matter here on the quest board that we got to take care of.
Yeah. Does
Yes, we
Singe-
still have one small quest to undertake here before we can think about moving on.
does Singe want to run him to the forge and meet back up with us?
I imagine he could do that, sure. Wait, let me research something quickly. I don't think I'm using all of my infusions yet. Or am I?
I mean,
Where the hell are they?
did you use any? Well, yeah, you did a long rest, so.
It used to be somewhere on this bloody... Oh, infusions. There, it's in my inventory. Okay. I got my cloves. I got a shield. I guess I'll temporarily dismantle the lamp. Because I think I can only have 3 infusions currently, is my limit. And I'll probably have another infusion I think I've been sitting on for a pot of awakening.
Okay.
So maybe at some point, one of Singe's dirty mugs that hasn't caught fire like the rest, he's been growing a little shrub in, and he can have a little awakened familiar and have it even just guide our new friend to the forge.
I sent you a message late.
All right. Oh yeah.
I need to get a proper description here. If it's not the pot of awakening, it might just be a homunculus that I... Oh yeah, this thing needs a month to grow. I don't think we've had that much time even pass as a party.
I mean, probably since the campaign started, so probably now it's probably been maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Then it's probably homunculus. I'm pretty sure I'd have that infusion too. I don't recall selecting them all. I have to go edit character and read descriptions again. But I'll get some type of familiar to guide the guy out there, and then we're going to start heading to the next contract.
There are those awards that Klaus put at the entrance of the forge.
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I mean, Klaus, didn't you put some members out there with Gorbash?
Yeah, there's some members out there that help him bring him supplies and materials and all that.
I mean, so they would probably know they can probably just let them.
Oh
in.
yeah, we revived something. I forgot about that guy. They're allies though, yeah. So yeah.
I think the only other person that knows the password is Phalar.
Yeah. Alright, so what you're gonna summon them?
People would probably let it in though if, they're like, oh, evil kind of looking thing. It's probably meant for us.
Yeah. Evil thing with this evil orc. Yeah, that fits.
It just walks up. I was told to come here. All right, go in.
I think Otto should walk him out there, and he can walk straight in the door. There's nothing to worry about Otto.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Let's have auto roll. Should I do a roll d20?
Roll for autopilot?
No, roll a few lessons to him.
Yeah, sure. Make a. I mean, if he hasn't been paying it depends on if Otto's been paying attention at all at this point, or if he's gone back to eating.
Are we talking in character or out of character? Because
Yeah.
I mean, there's no difference.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Otto's been listening. You heard that.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
Otto, do you want to take this fellow to the forge and meet back up with us?
And where's the forge?
It's that place. Oh, he didn't go. It's Phalar and Singe that discovered it.
Singe can draw him a map, even though I think cartography is the only tool set he doesn't have.
You've been there before. It's that place where that guy woke up out of the coffin.
Ringing bells?
Oh!
Outside of town where I got my guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otto remembers that, right?
Yeah. You went there.
Yeah. History check this guy. Yeah. Otto can take him there.
Sounds good.
Do I need to go there now? Or
you can go
At
whenever.
this point, Indonia is looking around with her hands up like, my salad? Hello?
Have you ever blasted off before, Otto?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's nothing.
It's probably by this point she comes back, puts down the salad, and it's like it's a quote salad.
Well, I said as long as there's no meat and it's edible, the freshest salad that she could get.
Well, I'm gonna roll for it. Let's see how fresh it actually is. It's like you said, it's a salad.
Yeah, eat
We
it and be like,
have
this is one of the salads of all time.
So the two questions that then she gonna have is there meat?
there's no meat
Is it edible?
ish. It's sort of
So then,
edible.
that brings up the third question: am I gonna get sick if I eat it?
I mean, at a glance, it doesn't look very appetizing, so I'll
Yeah,
leave.
never mind.
Yeah.
She'll just leave it there. She's not gonna. She's not one to throw a fuss over it.
I'll say because like you want to look and you see like a lot of the lettuce leaves are like
Like slimy red shit on it, and
yeah, it looks like it's probably been sitting in the back for probably who knows how long.
Above table, Jerry, how hardy is Otto?
How hardy? You
Yeah.
like how much HP he has?
Yeah.
66.
Okay. It'll be fine.
We're supposed to be level 9, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be fine. Maybe.
Pretty
Should be
infusions,
fine.
the
Maybe.
limit.
We may
This
see
should be
Otto
fine.
again. We may be seeing Otto ever again. Who knows? Alright, have fun taking him to the forge, Otto. We'll see you when
Yeah.
you
Not
get back.
far away, but we'll figure out the situation with our last quest so that we may be on our way after.
so above table, pretty much go to the forge as fast as you can, pick up the friend, throw him in, and then come back. Just scream out, "You live here now," and run away.
I mean, you could go inside if you want. Nothing bad's gonna happen if you do.
Does the door just automatically lock or what?
No, it doesn't lock.
The only door in that's been busted up years ago because of the previous adventure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a hole into the.
It's just a hole in the mountain.
Oh.
You're fine. You're fine going in.
You just want to take him there.
Yeah, we want to get the friend sheltered over there so that he's not wandering around town scaring people while we go do our thing.
Okay.
Because he's got jet black eyes and is partially damaged and such.
Yeah.
Oh, so are we talking about this in character or out of character?
That part was out of character. That part I was just giving context on why we're bringing him up there.
Out of
Okay.
character, Klaus isn't going to say anything, but I wonder if Phalar is going to. If Phalar remembers the password, I told him if he's going to mention it to Otto when he leaves or not.
Yeah, that's a good
The funny
question.
thing is, Phalar in character would remember, but I out of character don't.
Oh well, it's Otto's. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, maybe Otto will be dead after this. We'll see,
Prepare a
we'll
new
see.
character, Otto.
Yeah.
All right, Otto, go take him. We'll see what happens.
Right now?
That's up to you.
Okay.
Either way, we're
Alright.
going to be on our way to figure out what we need to do for this next quest, so...
Alright, so you start heading out of town up the usual, following a very crudely map given by Singe to the up the mountains and eventually come upon a stone path that leads up to a large entranceway in the middle of some rocks at the leading deeper inside the mountain.
Yeah.
You see, he kind of comes to the entrance, just kind of sticks his head in, kind of looks. but doesn't move forward.
What do you? You want to go in? I think the. I think you're supposed. I think my party members.
You see that partway down the hallway are some figures in black and purple robes, hoods up.
Oh.
They're talking among themselves, not really paying much of attention to you.
Ah. Did Otto see these before?
Previously, no,
These.
you never seen these people here there before.
Oh, they're. Oh. Do they look like alive, or do they look like undead?
Yeah, they're alive.
Huh. So I turned to the guy. Are you heading in or not?
You just hear in your head, what is this place?
It's a safe place. I think we found this place like a while ago.
Okay, just takes a step forward as you see a ruin on the base of a stairway flare with bright orange light before a loud explosion of fire swallows both you and uh your friend. The class of you want to roll damage for it.
Oh.
Alright, and what
I think it
level
was a 5th level. If I remember right.
it? 4th level.
Okay.
Did you set up a trap for it?
33 point.
So
fire damage.
Auto make a dex save.
Alright.
And I had 2 6s that were max, so I can roll another 2d6.
You know what's funny? Otto has fire resistance from taking it from was it from like,
From the deck.
yeah.
So it'd be 42.
He rolled
on
an A. He fails. He
Yeah.
fails.
Yeah, so you're gonna take. Well, you're gonna take half anyway because you're resistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, our friend failed. But yeah, he's relatively okay. I mean, it'll throw his regeneration off for a day, but yeah, enough time. He'll get it all back.
Now Otto is really confused.
Like the
Should be
fire
something
kind of
like
dies
that.
down, you see these robed figures now kind of turn toward you, and now take a couple steps towards you and saying, "What are you doing here?"
I'm just here taking a friend to get him. I don't know, have him live here for a while.
See one of them kind of stepping forward, kind of a middle-aged guy, kind of kind of like stubbled facial hair, and he's just standing there, kind of holding out a hand in your direction. Roll I don't know why you're here. You need to leave.
Is this like in some kind of investigation, or I don't know? I'm just curious. Like, are we not allowed to be here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I don't think Klaus passed down orders. So,
If only Singe remember the guy's name who lives there, whose forge it is. I mean, Otto.
Oh my
not
goodness.
Singe.
does Otto remember the
Uh,
name of the guy?
You want me to roll a history check?
Yes.
Well, to 17.
You know it's Gorbash.
Corvash. Okay, Adios Auto is gonna say we're here to meet Gorbash. This is not something good.
Are you saying it that questioningly when you say it to them? Are you saying like we're here to meet Gorbash?
Are you saying it
Name
so
is confident, but he is unsure about meeting him. Can I just do like a deception roll?
Yes.
25.
This one kind of lowers his hand, saying, "Very well," and kind of he doesn't move. He just waits for you to move forward.
So Otto just turns around, tells the guy, "See, they're not dangerous. I think you'll be safe in there."
He just
Oh yes, not dangerous after getting blasted with fire.
I'm like, it's fine. I didn't take that much damage. It was alright.
you see he's very much like still staying at the edge of the entrance, not moving.
Walk him in, Otto. Can't follow.
Oh
You hear Klaus
my
echo in your
god.
mind?
Yeah, alright, I'll go in with you.
You take another step forward as another ruin
Oh my
glows
god.
with a bright purple energy as you feel this coldness kind of at the center of your chest and above you as you kind of look up and see this large black orb slowly forming above you as you see like almost like these sinews of like black inkness start whipping out and attaching to you. Roll con save.
Oh goodness. Con save. Okay, I failed this time.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Otto's
Oh.
doing bad. Oh.
Is this your spell?
No. No. I don't know
Sure.
anything what's going on. I don't know who those guys are.
Okay, he is resistant to necrotic, so he should be okay.
Down here rolled damage for that.
Yep.
It was at 4th level also. Oh, you're 15 points of necrotic damage. You're fine.
So I'll take 7.
That should
15
be-
damage, right? 15
Yep.
damage.
Oh, and you failed. You're affected by Void Blight. It reduces their maximum hit points by equal to half for the necrotic damage dealt. And
So
persists for an
so
hour.
you're 8.
So
So
I lose 8.
you lose 7.
Oh,
Your,
lose
your
7. Oh,
HP,
you run
HP
down.
maximum is reduced by 7. Till your next what I think is the next long rest.
For an hour.
Okay.
Oh, would you say that spell is in complete darkness? Was it cast in complete darkness?
Oh yeah. I mean,
It gives
I mean, maybe not complete darkness. There's like very low lighting.
Okay.
And
Just because I was reading where it persists and it says the spell is cast at night or in complete darkness, it grows unstable and deals an additional 1d6 psychic damage. As I hear faint whispers from the void, if I just didn't know.
yeah, I mean, like there's torches on the walls all the way down the hall. So
Okay. Oh yeah, he's fine then. Keep
So
going,
after
Otto.
that second one, Otto is gonna cast Detect Magic. He is getting tired of this shit.
you see on the floor probably a good 5 or 6 feet. There's two more glyphs on the ground.
Alright. Yeah.
You just had
Mm,
the guys at the end of the hallway waving you to come in. Say,
Yep.
come on, just keep coming.
yeah. Otto's like, nah, you can go in. I'm leaving.
Do you check above you, Otto? There should. Eh? You only saw two. There should be one more somewhere.
Yeah, I think the last one's one explosive one.
The last three are explosive ones that deal cold damage.
No, Otto, like, since it's like there's more, he stops walking in. He starts walking out. From the same way he walked in.
You see he's like the guy with just watches you leave and he just turns and follows you.
You make him go in, Otto. You can't bring him back with you.
So
No, he can.
So what are you just
Huh?
heading? Are you heading back to town, or are you gonna try
Yeah,
again?
he's gonna head back to town.
So I'll say probably as the rest of you probably trying to figure out where to pick up this quest. As you're talking among yourselves, you see finally Otto return. Burns all over his cloak and armor. His face, skin looking slightly gray. But the guy he's with seems perfectly fine. Following silently behind.
Antonia, upon seeing him walking in looking like that, is just gonna throw 45 healing at him. Doesn't matter what he took as damage. She's just throwing 45 healing at him as soon as he walks in, looking like shit and on fire. She's just like, oh, okay, poof.
How long would it take him to get back?
Probably about. I would say it depends on how quickly is Otto walking back.
Just normal speed.
Yeah, so I'll say probably about an hour.
Okay.
So your HP maximum returns to normal just as you get back into the tavern.
Okay.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can my homunculus be a tiny steel defender?
Yeah, I think so.
Would it fit on Singe as regular clothes?
No.
Okay.
It'd be more like a little mini, it would just follow you around.
Sure. Okay.
And Otto comes out and just starts complaining to the group. Like, I don't know why we went there last time. Why are there so many more traps this time?
I gotta go. I gotta wake up early in the morning. I'll mention Singe. I rolled history. He forgot he's carrying all those corpses in his bag, so we probably leave and Singe just has them.
Okay.
And yeah, he's probably just autopiloting, following the party.
Alright.
Later.
Later.
See ya.
What
This
were you
is-
saying, Otto?
Huh?
What
He
were you
mentioned
saying?
that it was a lot more trapped this time than last time, and Phalar just kind of looks around a little bit. And it's like, that is something that I do remember being remarked at some point other than now, but I could have sworn there was some kind of phrase to deactivate the traps that I was told by one of the other members of the party. I cannot remember what it is now at the moment.
Yeah.
Might have drank just a little bit too much for my own good last night after trying to unwind.
Yeah, I didn't know how to disarm those traps, so yeah. Let's try it again when you remember it.
I could
Is there a way for you
stay
to
back
remember
in
it?
cave. That's my home.
Up table real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta go take my diabetes shot.
It's like
That
it's
being
like
said,
you see. I think you just see him start wandering out.
we should see who it is that contracted this quest that we still have left.
I go back to cave and go home, and then he just walks out.
Well, it seems that he is on his way.
I say we go
Shall
to
we be as well?
I say we go to the church. I'm sure the paladins there know where we need to go.
Yeah.
That does sound like a good
Before
idea.
you guys leave, Otto just starts like, why did you guys want that guy in that ruin?
That's Sinju's doing. I don't know.
Oh.
Klaus would make his way to the church.
Alright, so off we go then.
Yeah.
Oh.
See Father Valix there just chilling.
Let's see. Klaus will ask out loud if anybody knows of the quest that the paladins are asking to be taken care of.
Father Valix just turns, kind of said over his shoulder, "It's me, you nitwit. I'm the only paladin here in this town."
I'll walk up to him and ask him what's going on. Throat.
He kind of still kind of staring at the altar. Says, "I've gotten reports that information from a sect has gone missing. Sect that only concerns my altar, but I fear the cult of the Hunger is involved, or something worse. Only they would be foolish enough to try to steal such valuable information."
And where can we find this lost temple of your sect?
I'll show you. That's why I'm going with you.
Alright, well, let's be on
Lines
our
up
way.
a bench. Jakuro, get your supplies on the chat front. Is it auto following, or is he just still at the table?
Auto follows.
Auto is an autopilot.
Yeah.
Probably took you a second to realize that the rest of the party was gone after Phalar was like, right, we'll be on our way, and then you're like, oh.
Oh, right.
And
Right.
you could do that in character as like Phalar called the Guardian over, and you probably saw the Guardian on the move, and were like, oh, we're moving.
Yeah.
As we're walking by with Father Valek, Klaus is going to give the signal to the two cultists.
Alright. What was the signal to do it immediately, or just as you're, when we leave town?
When we leave town.
Okay. So, as you make your way out of town, gates are opened. And he starts leading you west, kind of toward the swamp, kind of down into the forest. Probably end up walking probably hour and a half, before eventually you come across a large, like, ruin kind of on the edge of a cliff.
As we're walking, can I ask Father Valek if he knows anything of Borvash, the Ashen Hammer?
Above table, I'm back.
Okay.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna try and do my best impression here as to what happened when I was gone. Huh?
Father
might know
Valek
something
is
that
leading
you
you out
are.
of town toward your next objective.
Oh, so y'all just left me behind?
No, we kind of figured
No.
you're autopiloting behind.
Klaus left you a message. I told you where we were going.
Alright, well, if you want to zoop me... Oh, there, okay, there, you guys aren't even that far. Oop.
We're out of town, but we're still here.
Yeah, this is here the mine.
So I figured I'm gonna ask him because I figured he would know, being a dwarf, that he might know of Borvash, since he was a forger and stuff.
Well, yes, he was back in the day, he was one of the best blacksmiths the world had seen. And many years ago, his wife came down with some kind of strange magical curse. Him, in desperation,
Excuse me. Sorry.
did whatever it took to try and save her. In the end, left him with the same curse, mad, and who knows what else.
Above
Yeah.
table, I'm sorry, I don't know why I had to say this. When you're talking about him, you're like, oh, he was the best blacksmith, and then my brain went, the Fire Nation attack.
What curse overtook him?
I don't know. I know as town people, once he started diving into the darker magics, the arcane eye arrived, sealed them. Haven't seen a peep of him since.
Interesting. Father Valek, do you know where someone might better find more info on Gorvash?
Try the archives in Vale. As he leads you further into the forest, you see eventually kind of covered in vines and is a pyramid looking structure. And what is it built up? Kind of like for a place all you're like at the very edge of the clearing.
Alright. Ooh, a snake temple.
And other Valek.
Indiana Jones. Actually, he wouldn't like this temple.
You see him kind of unclip his warhammer from his belt and saying, "Be on your guard." And move forward.
I'll just be walking with the sled. He'll be invisible.
Alright.
I'll be walking behind Valek.
Fail or move up and he'll have his hand sitting on his dagger handle without actually taking it out yet, just like ready to draw as he's following.
You see him kind of look around. He points to the door and saying, "There's something with a door."
As we get here, seeing these big snake statues and the altar on top, Klaus is going to ask Father Valek what sect he's a part of.
Right, I can't say. You're kind of looking at these snake statues. The Valentix Temple, of course. Book 6. Move a little closer. You'll definitely see that with each movement you see I'll say, Antonia, you probably notice you see Heads of the vipers shift slightly with every movement. Almost like they're following Valex's movements. But they're very subtle.
Am I close enough to Valek?
I mean, you're... How close are you turning?
I mean,
yeah.
I'm standing right behind Klaus, so...
Yeah, you're probably about 10 feet from him.
I'm gonna point at the snake statues, and I'll audibly say, Father Valek, care to explain this?
Are you all familiar with Valentrix? The god Valentrix. As he kind of turns
There's
and
something
looks to all of you.
that we roll for to see if any of us know.
Yep, roll religion. For anyone who...
Hey, look, one of my proficiencies.
Same. But it's terrible. I rolled a 12.
Boink.
I got 22.
I got a 25.
I got a 25.
So in true fashion, Otto has no idea.
Yes.
Like, huh? Gold snakes? Huh?
I mean, they're shiny, but other than that...
Y'all would know that Valentrix is one of the more eviler gods, known for... considered to be the god of poison, assassination, and secrets.
Oh, I know this. That's what Silas is a part of.
And I'll audibly say again, I'll be like, well, I mean, they're watching you. They're moving. Specifically watching you.
Do you suppose that this temple has some kind of arcane energy around it to detect holy men approaching?
More likely.
Is this something where I could roll to see if he's, like, bluffing?
What, Father Valek?
Like, yeah, like, he actually knows why they're watching him, but he's trying to play off on what Phalar said and going along with it?
Yeah, roll an insight.
Alright, so this is where I would get my advantage, right?
Yes. You're
Discern a
considering a nature.
person's
nature
mood or
of-
intelligence. Yeah, okay, so... $18.
He's definitely not saying. He's definitely not telling you everything.
Alright. Well, knowing Indonia's
But he-
morals and background and everything, she's right there. She's just gonna dead stop in her tracks, put her scythe out in front of the other two between them and Valek, and call him out on his bluff. She's gonna flat out say, "You're lying to us. You're not telling us whether or not we're about to walk into some kind of trap here. You know what this is." And she's gonna stop everybody from going forward.
He kind of turns towards you, stone faced, dead serious, and saying, "I am being honest with you. I have no idea what lies beyond the store. Yes, there is some information I can't share at this time. Part of the sacred duties of my order.
Do I gotta roll again?
Yeah.
Alright. 18 again. Specifically, I'm gonna see, is he lying or telling the truth about, does he know what's behind that door? He's telling us he doesn't.
He is being honest about what he doesn't know what's inside, but he get a sense that he is being honest, saying that there is some information he can't say because of his oath as a paladin.
While looking at him, and she gonna pull her, the staff back because the scythe isn't exposed, and she's just kind of gonna make the motion using her fingers, pointing at her eyes, pointing at him,
Oh, I'm watching you.
and she'll start following everybody up.
Klaus will make a comment to Valek saying he's very surprised he's a part of this order because the other guy he knows really well that's a part of it is the complete opposite of him.
Oh, interesting. Roll. He's gonna look for traps on this door. You see him kind of reach for the door and stop and saying, there's some kind of barrier on this door. I would stay away from it and figure out how to bypass it.
Can I come up and examine the door and check it for magical stuff?
You see that on this stone door, you see, looks like tentacles kind of wrapped around someone's head. But you also see on the very faintest of the surface is some kind of glinting energy that seems to be flowing on its surface.
Can I try and feel that energy and see what it is? See if it's magical.
You roll Arcana.
25.
This doesn't feel like a spell. This feels like a strong. This feels like a psychic barrier.
Can I examine the golden snakes and see if I notice anything about them?
You see that they are just, their movements are just turning and following y'all's movements. They're just watching.
Can I feel it and like touch it and see if it's made of stone or what it's made of?
You can see the door itself is made of stone. But there's
I was talking about the snakes.
but the snakes seem to be made of like a gold, but it seems like they're, now it's on the map, but they're kind of like tarnished and have like older. It really looks like really aged gold. But yet you sense the same energy that's on the doors and these figures. These are probably sentinels to watch.
So, it's an interesting question I just had. Would you have to make another roll to know if like there was any of the particular languages that the people that follow this deity speak in other than common? Or would we have gotten that since we rolled high on the religions?
You would know that probably like uncommon and dark speech, or whatever it is, the languages of the Underdark.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take my dog to the bathroom.
Would that the dark speech? Would that involve Veldikin, Infernal, or Draconic?
Nope.
I figured it might, above table. I figured it might involve Infernal since that's like the Hell language and that's underground.
That would be
deep speech. That's it. That's what I'm
deep
saying.
speech, yeah. Deep speech is like the language of the best example I could give is if Cthulhu was talking to you, he would speak deep speech.
Yeah.
I'm just curious on something. Let me check real quick.
It's also for like aboleths and beholders and such. Things of the far places.
Yeah.
See, the reason that I was asking is because, I have some languages. I don't have deep speech. So, what I was trying to aim for there is so I would know that they know, that they would speak in deep speech, but I don't know how to speak it. So, like, I could probably announce that to the party and see if anybody else knows. But I'll do in character what my idea was. So, Phalar kind of speaks up and he's like, so if the snakes are watching us and there's some kind of something that's supposed to protect people from getting in here, I seem to recall that the followers would have spoken other than common, likely deep speech, but I do not speak it myself. Maybe if we could say some sort of praise or prayer or something towards this god, we might be able to get in. Maybe signal that we are followers, and then he kind of does like a slight wink kind of thing.
You see Father Belek kind of look at this door and saying, there's something written here. He's reading things. Looks like a riddle.
Real quick above table. I was just curious because I've never seen this because it's part of my Simic race. So that Veldikin language, I looked it up, and in D&D it's part of Ravnica and Planeshift. It says the Veldikin language is renowned for its technical treatises and its catalogs of knowledge about the natural world, the Underdark, and the Aether that pervades over them. So I don't know if that would categorize where that falls in. I'm genuinely curious because I've never seen this language or had it.
Yeah, Veldikin is an interesting one because Ravnica is from the Magic the Gathering side of Wizards of the Coast stuff. So that's where Ravnica itself comes from, but the stuff from it can be used other places.
That's why I wasn't sure, and everyone having more knowledge about the newer stuff than I do, how that falls in, because it says catalogs of knowledge about the natural world, the Underdark, and the Aether that pervades over them. I don't know what that means.
So the Underdark would be like the Underdark is pretty much like a world within a world. So it's like everything it's like the whole there's like subterranean colonies under.
I know that's where like Drow are from.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Drow, Myconids, Dwergar, such things.
But I mean, I'm just saying I don't understand what it means by renowned for its technical treatises and catalogs of knowledge about the natural world, Underdark, and the aether that pervades over them. Does that mean to have knowledge about those languages, or how does that work?
Basically means you know about the Underdark. You know general information about it. Who runs it or looks after it, but in terms of its actual language, you don't. So it's more like you know about it, but you don't know.
Okay, and
the
what does
language
this mean
within it.
by the aether that pervade over them?
I assume that would be like, you know about like the magical forces and stuff from those kinds of places, because like the Underdark has special magic in it, for example, that you can't find anywhere else.
Yep.
So I'm
Okay.
just assuming like, if somebody speaks Vedalken, they probably have studied like in the knowledge of the Underdark and its magics and such.
Alright, I'm back.
Alright.
So Father Valek found a riddle on the door after Phalar suggested that he recalls vaguely that the followers of this god speak deep speech, but he doesn't know how to speak it, and was like, what if we like say something in deep speech to signal that we're a follower, wink wink, and then Valek says he saw something on the door, so
He says it looks like a riddle. Maybe that's how he solved the riddle. Maybe we'll get us in.
And it's written in deep speech.
I can make out words and phrases, but I don't know deep speech.
I do.
well, might as well give it a try, see if you can take a crack at it.
Alright, so you're gonna cast comprehend languages?
No, I already know deep speech.
Oh,
It's one
okay.
of the languages I know.
Then I will just message you what the riddle is.
While that's going on above table, I have a question. This has nothing to do with the current situation. I just wanted to ask in general. So,
What's
I was filling out a application for a game shop that sells D&D, and where I got my alien books from. And one of the questions on there says, I revolve around the earth, but yet I stand still. What am I? The only thing I could think of was the sun.
Why is it asking you, okay.
It asked some random stuff, like one of them was the name of the creator of Magic the Gathering. I know that that's Richard Garfield. So that was an easy one. But there's just random questions on there, and it states we don't care how you got the answer as long as you got the answer. Well, the only thing I could think of for this, I revolve around the earth, but yet I stand still. What am I? All I could think of was the sun.
It'd be the moon. 'Cause
Yeah, the moon.
We rotate around the sun. The moon rotates around us.
But the moon moves.
But the earth stands still.
Yeah,
Well, I know,
but the
I know
object in
answer to
question,
how that would be.
yeah, the object in question rotates around the earth, but stands still.
I know how it could be the sun from the nerd perspective of technically the world you play in D&D is flat in some canons, but I also understand how it could be the moon because the moon revolves around the earth but is tidally locked and always facing us. Because then that would mean that the moon does revolve, but it isn't spinning.
See, I was thinking
So
the
I can see
sun
it go
because
both ways.
I think it's,
Earth is revolving around the sun, but it makes it appear like the sun is revolving around us, and the sun stands still. That's what I was.
I think it's probably the
thinking of.
moon.
I don't know. They didn't. They never told me any answers, so I was trying to figure it out. There's just something that I was been thinking of for the last 2 days. I'm like, what the fuck was the answer?
Yeah, I could see it going either way for if you want to go from a real standpoint or the D&D nerd standpoint.
Alright, well, I sent you the riddle.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Don't
Now,
Google the
tell me-
answer. Use your brain. Ah.
I'll tell the group. The riddle is, I am not seen, yet I shape your fate. I grow when shared, yet vanish when hoarded. I hold the keys to power and truth alike. Answer me true, if wisdom you seek. What am I? And I will. Put this in player notes.
I was gonna say
Everybody can
that
read
was
it.
a lot.
There you go.
Could the answer be trust?
I was gonna say. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking like emotions.
It's like, I am not seen yet I shape your fate. Trust in others will do that. I grow when shared, yet vanish when hoarded. So when you put your trust in others, they put their trust in you, so the trust grows. But if you don't put trust in anyone, it disappears. And then I hold the keys to power and truth alike. So when you trust in others, they're not gonna lie to you. They're gonna, they're gonna give you the truth.
No, it's not trust. It's knowledge. But if people hoard knowledge, it vanishes. But it grows when you share it. And knowledge can shape your fate.
Oh, and
Knowledge can give you the keys to power and truth.
answer me
wisdom.
true if wisdom you seek.
It has to be knowledge. But trust is good too. I don't know. What do you think, Otto?
Huh?
What do you think, Otto?
I vote knowledge.
Hold on, above table. Was Otto paying attention?
He heard the choice. He heard the answers that you guys gave.
Alright, somebody marked down on this date at this time, Otto actually answered truthfully. He didn't reply with, huh?
Well, of course the warlock is gonna tune in when knowledge is in question.
Yeah.
I think it's knowledge, and Donia thinks it's trust.
What's the problem if we get it wrong?
You don't know.
Hmm.
We just know that there's some sort of psionic or psychic barrier over the door, and we don't want to take chances.
What do you say, Father Valek? Is it trust or knowledge?
You're gonna. Let the dice decide.
I mean, I feel like that's kind of the way you have to do it, because as the
Yeah,
DM, you already know the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Intelligence check. I think it's trust.
So 2 for trust, 2 for knowledge. Otto's the tiebreaker.
Hey, why did you make Otto the tiebreaker?
Because
Wait,
Valor.
Otto did answer. He was,
Did he?
yeah, he said knowledge right away.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
That's
but
3 for knowledge. Then.
are you guys sure?
Also, because Father Valek rolled a 4 in his intelligence check.
So did you just kind of decide, yeah, I'm just gonna randomly say one?
He should be hitting them both.
Well, I'd say Klaus's explanation convinced him.
So, what answer are you gonna tell the door?
I'm gonna walk up to it and say knowledge
Probably in deep speech is what it's asking, or what it wants, so.
in deep speak.
Is it like not multiple choice?
Cracks open.
That's right.
No, it was a riddle.
Oh.
You see, like, that barrier is still there, but it's much, much fainter.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? That
Antonia-
magical barrier that was over
wonder.
the door is still there, it's just much fainter.
So
So
there's
Donia
another-
is gonna pick up one of the plants that are around here. Or not pick up, she's gonna touch one of the plants. And she's gonna use her ability that still hasn't been added to her list yet to speak with the plants. Because she gained that ability from that deck of tarot
right.
cards.
Yeah.
Speak with plants.
She's gonna specifically ask if, in its time here, if it remembers seeing anyone going through, entering this doorway, and how they did it.
Yeah, man, I saw some weird floaty purple people with tentacles. They're weird, man. They didn't really walk, they kind of floated. They just sort of floated up to the door and it opened, man. That's what you hear.
And do these plants look kind of dry?
Yeah.
So in thanks, she's gonna pour some water over the one that she talked to.
You just hear back. Cool.
Then she's gonna let everybody around know. All right, so the plants stated that purple tentacle beings approached the door. It opened, and they floated through. They didn't walk. They didn't touch the ground. They floated through.
Fascinating. Perhaps they're incapable of walking. But I don't know if I've ever heard of such a thing. Phalar kind of like just tapping the side of his head a little bit. I don't know if I could do like some kind of roll to see if I might be able to figure out what kind of we might be dealing with here. Like try to see if I can piece together what we've got before us. We've got, you know, the deep speech. He just mentioned the plant said something about creatures with tentacles. I don't know if my background helps at all with maybe me being able to roll to figure out what might be in there.
I'll say with your background, roll a. Yeah, roll a. Trying to figure out anybody who's worked with him, whether or not he would use such creatures at all.
I just wasn't sure if like that background would give a bonus to it or not. But I mean,
yeah, I would say probably
I
not.
think the,
Because I just don't see him working with these particular creatures.
so now it's just down to what kind of roll I have to make.
I'll say roll a. I'll say history.
Right? Unfortunately, not one of my proficiencies, but I do still have a +3. That's a dirty 20.
I'll say with your history, and I will DM you what.
If I actually figured this out in my own head before you message it, because I had a feeling out of character and was like, Phalar would probably be curious in character.
I mean, I thought I'd kind of keep it away, but out of character, but.
Yeah. So, as we are trying to figure this out, once Indonia, relays the information from the plant, Phalar's tapping the side of his head a little bit, kind of looking down, fiddling with his belt, and he's like, Temple now's in the middle of nowhere, deep speech, tentacled. Oh no. And he kind of looks up to the group, and he's like, we need to interact with this place with caution. I've never seen one myself, but I have suspicion that there may be mind flayers afoot. Illicit in nature. If I recall. Not very pleasant folk. If the stories are anything to go by.
Interesting.
Since there's not really stairs for this map, I'll just teleport you all down. Actually, no, wait, are there? Yeah, there
Yeah,
are.
I'm on stairs.
Okay.
Shield
can I
Guardian's
make-
definitely not fitting in there, so I'll just order Alatia to stay out and await our return, or guard from anybody coming in that,
I mean, I was just gonna teleport you down there, but
I mean, just like logically, Alatia's probably not fitting through that door. It's like half the Guardian size.
yeah, I don't think, yeah.
So he would just, telepathically tell the Guardian, stay here, await us to come back up, and if anybody tries to, confront you, then, you can defend yourself, whatever.
Yeah.
Can I make a history check to see if I know anything about mind flares once he says that?
Yeah, because all that, Phalar was able to remark was, they're rather unpleasant folk from what I've heard in the stories. We need to be careful here.
Yeah, roll a history.
Is that for anybody or just him?
Anybody wants to find out information about mind flayers?
Oh.
Oh, I am
Like-
not rolling good this time.
I guess 16.
You get an 18.
You would know that one, mind flayers are usually in numbers, and two, they're pretty powerful psionic creatures known for stunning and devouring the brains of any they prey upon. And usually known, and they've had a history of ruling over and terrorizing the Githyanki before they eventually broke free.
So that's what me and Klaus know. Otto, I'm guessing, is just corresponding
Otto
to
is
purple tentacle monsters with anime that he knows about.
yeah. As far as other concerns, tentacle creatures sound scary.
Yep.
Funnily enough, there's an enemy in Ultra Kill called a Mind Flayer as well. That's like a robotic creature.
I'm sure you just left me out there. I thought you were teleporting us. I saw Klaus come in, and I was like, "Oh, okay, my character's here, and she's still out there."
I walked down the steps.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there are stairs. Here, I got you.
And that cutoff is weird because of the way that this map layers the terrain to make the play space.
Yeah.
So like when you drag the cutoff down, it's like a 3D printer layer.
Yeah, it's the only. I think the only way they can do it.
Yeah, and it's clever. It's just kind of funny at first.
Oh damn! Down here, my star skin really stands out.
Trying to drag Baylor down there.
Yeah, I just gotta work with the cutoff. I'll just hit N. There we go.
Boink.
The N key really helps when it actually works, but sometimes it doesn't. It's rather dark down here, I do have to say.
As you descend further down, all of you just feel this, like, it's very subtle, but you just feel this pressure on your minds. Like, the psychic energy down here is definitely present.
So that being said, above table, with Indonia already having issues with her mind, trying to control that change and all that stuff, is this affecting her?
It's like, it's definitely like throwing you off balance, but it's not. It's more like just unsettling, kind of throwing you off guard more than anything else.
Okay. But I didn't know with her trying to understand how to control it and still not quite there if it was messing with that at all.
Where's Otto?
Is Otto being affected by it too? Because you know the mall is also affecting him. It already changed its behavior, making him eat a lot.
It's probably having the same effect on you as it has in Donia. It's just a little overwhelming and almost like it's just throwing you completely off guard to where it's throwing you very much off balance. You feel like you feel like
You're
your
pretty much
focus
getting
is
the
a
I
little,
stood up too fast feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it going to mess with decisions and stuff like that?
Or spellcasting.
You don't know.
Okay.
Would this is an interesting thing, as I noticed we're kind of all asking, so I suppose I'll ask for Phalar, like, how he's feeling with this, because depending on how it feels, he might, like, remark on the fact that it probably, I'd imagine, feels similar to how things cast under his eye feel.
I would say for Phalar, yeah, kind of, it almost feels like you're under your own eye a little bit.
Yeah, so he kind of shakes his head a little bit as we go in, and kind of gives that nod as everyone else is kind of reacting to it, and he's like, it's sort of similar to my own energies. It's quite odd, though, being able to feel it. I don't like it. I can say that much. So, now that we're down here, what do we do next?
Out of character, how much did Andonia heal Otto?
It was
Before it
45
was
earlier.
45, yeah.
Yeah, for 45.
45. Oh. Oh. It's
Yeah.
full. Nice.
Also, just
Yeah,
keep in
I can throw
mind,
that out there at will.
one thing to keep in the back of your mind is, as long as you're within 10 feet of Valix, you have a +5 to any saving throw. Because of his aura
Oh.
protection.
Ah,
Okay. Okay.
Paladin aura.
Yep.
Speaking of, Indonia's going to take this chance to activate. Where to go so I can say the actual name of it? I get so much stuff. Invoke Health Vitalize. So everybody within that's in the party, including Father Valek, within 30 feet of me, gets a +4 to ability checks. It says no action required for me to do this.
Okay. Palave's gonna grab his holy symbol and he's gonna cast Bless on himself, Phalar, and Klaus.
And what is he doing to us?
Bless.
Bless.
Okay.
You have a D4. You can add.
+5 to ability checks, right?
Yes,
For
as long as
fucking
you're
Belgium.
within. No,
Adonia is +4 to ability checks.
his aura
Oh.
protection gives a +5 on saving throws.
Okay.
So a lot of pluses going around.
I need to keep track of it. Oh god.
Alright, so +4 for me for ability. And then a +5 from Father Balik
On
for
saving throws.
saves. Alright. And then that's all the bonuses I got right now.
Same. That's all I have.
Yep. As long as you're within 10 feet of him.
I want to cast Faithful Hound.
Alright. Faithful Hound Puppy. Probably should be.
Above table, I just saw the time. I've got like 15 minutes.
Guess we should get a move on.
I believe we could have made it further if we started at 6.
Oh, you're gonna walk up to this door. Alright, y'all be careful. He's gonna try and open this door. And force it open. Which she does. Kind of peeks his head in, saying, "This smells like a trap right here." He's going to pick up a loose stone and toss it in the room. You watch as the stone gets about 5 feet in before it just crumbles to dust. Well, shit.
There's some kind of field of some sort in that room, I'm guessing.
No, I see those statues. I feel like when we get in there, this just feels like a trap.
It is a rather empty room, I do suppose.
Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Antonio would speak up and say, "Hold on," and she's gonna look over at Klaus. Do you have your little skeleton guy you can send in there before we try going in there and get vaporized?
No, I do not. But
I thought you picked up one more more skeletons.
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah, only two got destroyed in the fight with the troll.
Okay, yeah. So I still have the other two. So yeah, I'll dump one of them out and have him walk in there.
You should have control over it. The moment the skeleton steps in there, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Let's see.
Is it within 10 feet of Father Valek? Does he get a +5?
Let's see. Yeah, he's just at 10 feet.
Wow.
We'll get a +5 to this.
Oh my god, that die did not want to.
So 16.
Alright, it's gonna take half of this, but
Probably gonna die anyways. Let's see what it is. Once if I roll the d8, it's more or less.
Here.
Oh, it is actually more than.
Hey, that's exploding dice. You rolled 8s on 8s.
I don't think it does that for the hit point. It'd be crazy.
Oh my god.
it takes 20 points of psychic damage.
What did I roll?
Didn't matter anyways.
You rolled 20?
Yeah.
That was his hit points.
Yes,
I got
it,
exploding dice. I get to roll 8 more.
well, it's 20, it's HP.
Yeah, I just rolled 2 8s plus a 4.
Yeah, so you just so y'all see the skeleton walk in, and it just bones just go scattering everywhere.
Oh boy.
Well, shit. Do you only send one in there or both?
One, let's send the other one in afterwards. You're all at much points.
Gotta try it twice.
Yeah, I need to make an intelligence save.
7, this says points is 14. Intelligence. I get the +5 of as it walks in. 17.
18.
That's one more than the last.
19 points of psychic damage.
No, my dice. So they're making intelligent throws. I'm gonna say screw it and walk in.
Alright, yeah, so that's making an intelligence saving throw. You succeed, so you only take half. But, let's see.
Klaus just sees 2 skeletons explode the moment they walk in and decides, screw it, I'm going in.
Whatever half of 17 is.
Let's see.
It's getting late and I don't feel like doing that. Doing dividing.
So that'd be 8.5, so 8 because you usually round down.
Yep.
So I'll take 8.
Alright, Father Vader's gonna say screw it and walk in.
On seeing Klaus didn't explode.
Yeah, Father
Uh,
Felix
Adonia-
succeeded.
Andonia's gonna call out as Father Valek walks in. Is it possible that if we open the door on the other end, whatever is causing this trap will stop? Kind of like opening the first door turned it on, opening the second door will shut it off.
You're yelling that as he's grabbing his head. probably what you're saying right now probably is not.
Klaus could probably. I was just yelling it as he walked in, so anybody could have heard it. Which, in hindsight, was probably a bad idea, but I already said it.
Well, I mean, we are in a stone-walled building. It probably didn't go beyond the door.
Well, the boy took 12 points. He
Yell back,
succeeded.
but it would be a whisper. We could try that, but it may also be that this is just always on.
He's going to. You see, he like stands up. Seems like once it's triggered, it's not affecting us. I think it's solely on entry.
I didn't add my +5 from Valek to well.
I mean, you succeeded, so.
Yeah. How bad do the bones of the skeletons look?
I mean, they're intact. It's just their bones are scattered all over this floor.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Animate Dead once, and I get a bonus one doing that because I have the Necromancer.
Oh, Vale is going to let you open the door.
So I'll reanimate both skeletons. After I get outside here, I'm gonna pick the bones up and then reanimate them
Okay.
out here, so they don't blow up again.
Everybody else doing?
Kayla's just kind of looking around at like the.
42. Well, I'm gonna test my theory since it was my theory. And I will go my 30-foot movement.
You feel immediate pressure on your brain as you step in the room, make an intelligence saving throw.
Alright, am I. Let me see here.
Skeleton's hit points are 20.
Ah, damn.
Oh boy.
What'd you get?
22.
You take 8 let's say you take 8 points of psychic damage. Because you succeeded.
Alright. And then I'm gonna finish moving through.
Can I have control of my dog so I can bring him over?
Alright, you should have it. The dog's material, so I think wouldn't be able to take it anyway.
Yeah, there's not a stat block for him anyways.
Yeah.
Nobody can see him but me.
Alright, the rest of you gonna move in?
Baylor will kind of look over at Otto and just be like, well, I suppose with the last two, we might as well make it our way in. The others survived, so, and then he'll take a step in.
Alright, make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah,
Let's see.
and I was.
And there's no +5 because you're more than 10 feet away from Valek.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Otto, make an intelligence save.
16.
Intelligence.
Yeah. Oh, really bad.
11. I failed.
Intelligence is one of my proficiencies.
I'm not seeing Taylor's,
I rolled in.
what'd you get?
16.
Okay, yeah, so you take 11 points of psychic damage.
Alright.
And Otto, you take... well, now I'm rolling really badly.
Oh, that's good.
Otto, you take 16 points of psychic damage.
Alright.
And then Andonia seeing Otto running in, knowing his personality and stuff, she wants to mess with him. And, you know, she's 18. She's gonna do a prank here and there. So as he's getting close to the doorway, she's suddenly gonna point down and in a frantic voice scream out, "Don't step on the tripwire!"
What's your auto roll?
I mean, mine would be persuasion, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would he roll?
Insight.
Inside.
Well, would it be persuasion or performance? Because I'm like putting on an act.
It's whichever is better for you, I guess.
I
also
think
like to yell at-
it'd be either one.
All right, I'll do performance since I'm putting on an act.
I'd like to yell that also.
Insight. Well, I got 25. I don't think
I-
he is fooled by you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 20.
Okay. What's Klaus doing?
I'm gonna say the same thing. Watch out. The tripwire.
Okay, roll up like a deception or performance, I guess.
Persuasion. Fuck me, dude.
Hey,
Oh.
perfect. I just walked in.
Yep, he's fine.
What about Phalar?
Phalar.
He got to roll these too?
Oh.
I mean, were you doing it to both of them or just Otto?
As Otto approached the door, I suddenly just pointed and screamed and put on an act to make them think that there is a tripwire there. And then Klaus is doing it too, so I don't know if there's any advantage on this throws.
I'll say probably seeing Otto go through unfazed. Phalar can make an insight check at advantage.
Alright, that's one of my ones I don't have proficiency on. Boink. That, okay, what is it doing?
What the hell?
You also get a +4 on that. 'Cause,
So 18.
yeah.
Yeah, the advantage though, so I will roll the second one. And it's doing it again.
I think is you're trying to do it in an indoor space. So it's struggling.
19.
Hey, one higher.
So that's higher than mine, but lower than Andonia's.
So I'll say you don't believe in Donia, but you're not sure about Klaus.
Well,
No,
it was higher
Klaus
than
rolled-
Klaus's,
yeah.
but not Indonia's. So, you know, he's seen the way we could probably, do that is he knows that Klaus can be a bit of a joker sometimes. So he kind of gives like a slight raised eyebrow, but then Indonia has also said something. So kind of stops and looks around the door a little bit, and then he kind of looks up at Otto, who's the one who just went in before him.
Yeah.
So Otto, he'd be looking up at you.
He's waiting for your input.
Just walk through. There's nothing going on. They're just messing with you.
So he'll kind of make his way through.
See?
Well, you can never be too careful in situations like this.
Yeah, be careful of what
Past
these two people are
experiences with-
saying, you know?
Well,
Especially
I mean-
Klaus.
more in this kind of space. I've experience with these kinds of subterranean interior spaces. They can definitely be well armed and trapped if whoever's inside doesn't want visitors.
Valak kind of sticks his end of his warhammer kind of in the crack of it, pulls, and eventually this door opens. He kind of steps in saying, "Whoa, okay.
What is it?
Watch your step."
I'll just put the 2 skeletons back in my pocket for now.
Alright, so here's my idea. We don't have to go with it. I have 100 feet of rope. We can tie each other
You know,
in like 10 10-foot, segments to one another. So if someone goes to fall, we can pull the rope.
Y'all do that, I will give you advantage on your athletics checks. Athletics or acrobatics to make your way across. If you did that.
So we would be getting advantage and a +4 because of Endonia's thing. That's if we tie each other.
Y'all can do that. I'm gonna use my rope of climbing and wrap around me and have the other foot, the rest of it, go out and slink around the pillar in front of me and have it pull me to it, and then just repeat that as I go across.
Where did Valor go? Oh.
I blend in with the crystal. Don't worry.
I
think that's actually
Roll
legitimately the
athletics
same
check
shade of
for-
purple. Oh my god.
So I used both of my hands. I touch Father Valak and Valar, and cast Fly. So I can target 2 additional targets, including myself.
So you're just gonna fly across?
Yeah.
Who are you targeting? Valar?
And Valak.
I would ask Endonia if they want to hold on to me. And as
So
I
me and the
rope-
dog are left behind. So
I'll ask-
fuck us.
I'll ask Endonia if she wants to hold on.
Should I do Endonia and Valar?
Wait.
I think probably you're saying
Wait,
that
hold on.
Father Valak's already jumped on the thing and is
So-
already monkey hopping across.
So wait, if
With no
I
issue.
tie myself to
He's already on the other side.
the dog and to
You roll a 25,
Klaus,
so.
when Klaus uses his rope to automatically make it across, we'll follow with him.
I mean,
Is that how that would work?
it's a magical rope that's taut that's like pulling him along. So you see,
It can hold
he's almost
3,000
like spidering it across.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so if he uses his rope to do that, I use my rope to tie myself to him. So when his rope pulls him across, it would pull me.
Yes.
Why are you doing that? You could just fly out over there.
Yeah. He uses.
I was just gonna cast Fly on Endonia and Valar and myself.
Okay, so I thought it was going to Valak.
No, Valak already left.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're flying now. So it lasts for 10 minutes, so.
I mean, or unless you want to drop concentration on it, then it'll stop.
Well, maybe there could be a battle, so maybe useful.
As Phalar lands on the other side, he looks at Otto and Endonia and is like, I don't know about either of you, but I'm already quite light, and that is quite a weightless feeling.
Oh, I bet.
Valak kind of puts his ear to the door, makes eye contact with y'all. Almost, you can tell he's making like hand gestures. He's almost.
Ooh.
So you can tell it's like
I don't even know sign language. Do I know what he's saying?
he's saying. He's signing noises behind door, possibly 4.
So I'm gonna kind of put my hands in the middle of everybody, and then I'm gonna relay. I'm gonna put up the number 4, and then kind of use my hands to motion and whisper people, and using my hands to kind of like make a form, and then point towards the door, like other side.
So Phalar probably understands that pretty well. He's got high intelligence.
Seeing that you can understand him, he'll sign He's still signed, ready to move on or go. And then you'll see him push the handle of his warhammer into the door, and then just waiting for a signal.
I'm gonna dump out my 2 skeletons.
Space is getting a little crowded.
Just don't imagine the dog here. He's invisible. Nobody can see him.
Yeah. So you just drop him into the spikes. So as we're getting ready to go, can I like tuck myself up against this wall near the door, like side against the door, and see if I can kind of hide myself here?
Yeah.
For when the door opens.
Yeah.
That'll be a stealth roll, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And we shall see if the die decides to have a seizure. I forgot how high my stealth is. Hold on, I had to refresh the page. And there we go. Boink. Oh my god.
It's really struggling inside.
Okay.
I think it's because it's hitting the roof. It's hitting the roof.
Oh yeah, because there's a terrain layer where the cutoff point is.
Yeah.
I rolled a 32.
Yeah. You're so.
So I'd say everybody probably what they see is, because I'll boil it down to, with Phalar's past, he's used to being in these subterranean spaces, like he said. So as he sees Father Valak put the thing against the door and look back towards Indonia, he does like the police putting his shoulder against the wall thing, and his clothing's color palette plus the purple glow pretty much matches the environment, and he like chameleons.
Yep.
I want to prepare a spell.
Alright.
I'm going to prepare a fireball at 5th level.
Alright.
And then Indonia is gonna tap her staff so the scythe comes out and she can prepare herself.
I guess Father Valak kind of see.
Before
Huh?
anyone goes in. Alright, so from the last room, I'm gonna use I can distribute that 45 hit point heal amongst all my people up until 45. So 8 of it I'm gonna use on myself to heal myself back to full. Out of Otto, Klaus, Phalar, who needs what?
I only need 8.
You need 8? Okay, so that's 16, so I still have 30... What? No, 28.
I'm missing 11.
Alright, so
I'm missing
16...
26.
Ooh, okay, so 16 and 11 is going to be 27. So then 10 will be 37. And then 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can heal you for 18, Otto. And then Klaus and Phalar will be back to full.
Yeah, Father Valak's fine.
You took the bond off Klaus and you put it on Send, right?
Yep, unfortunately.
The Singe is just back in the town and feels like a slight refreshing energy, and it's just like, huh, what's going on in there? Wonder what they're off doing.
Father Valak still looks to each of you, giving a signal that you're ready.
Probably slightly confused about where Phalar went.
I think Phalar.
I like to imagine with that 32, I like straight up kind of like did like the sniper ghillie suit thing of when I tucked against the wall, I'm just perfectly blended.
Yeah, probably from where you're standing, you see like Father Valak is like individually looking at each person, and then just eyes go right past you, not even glancing at you.
I put in general chat what Indonia does.
I just seeing that he'll pull hard and open the door.
Do I see any of those creatures?
These are probably one of the coolest Mind Flayer minis I've ever found.
Oh damn, yeah. It's straight up Baldur's Gate looking.
I got these off that website.
The demiplane?
Yeah. The guy
Yeah.
made these.
Demiplane's, for anybody else that looks for extra planar stuff, Demiplane's a great site.
Yeah, all this guy does is he makes
Minis
planescape.
and maps for all the other planes.
Yep. This
right
guy
there.
is literally a legend, and
In the center right there is where I want to aim the fireball.
yeah, that'll get all of them.
And I want to, I cast it, I want to yell, knock knock, motherfuckers.
Pull up. I'm gonna use a 2024 version of these guys. I'm kind of wondering what the difference is.
Oh yeah, because I know a lot of creatures got like wild increases to their stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think the reason that some of the, like the icons, like the Beholder and things, got so buffed is because they realized they needed to make the enemies stronger since all the martial classes got buffed. Like, if I remember correctly, there's one of the dragons that has a plus 15 to its initiative now in 2024.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, so
And
they,
above
they
table
all have
decided-
advantage on spells.
above the table, just out of curiosity, because I needed to go 15 minutes ago. Do we want to? Are you guys gonna keep going, or do we want to do initiative and then call it till next week?
Yeah. He'll roll the.
I'm just leaving it open. I mean, you guys can keep going if you want to, but I gotta scoot.
Yeah, we can call it after damage when we do initiative.
Sounds good. Alright.
Succeeded. Succeeded. Yeah, they all succeeded.
Alright, so they'll take half.
Remember, any sixes, you re-roll them.
Increase their HP too in 2024.
I didn't get any sixes.
ND6, you didn't get any? Jeez.
No.
Good thing we're not rolling for Fear or Panic table on Alien.
I got all ones.
Wait, really?
I got like 2 5s and all ones. It was like 25 the damage. Yeah, 25 fire damage.
Alright, so they all take
Jesus.
12. Alright, everybody roll initiative.
Alright.
Initiative 20.
Alright, seize your die, give it a go.
I think in here you're better off rolling D&D Beyond. Like 23.
Yeah. I could probably just be rolling outside the map board. I just wanted to do it one more time because it's funny.
Or if you want to roll, you could probably roll in the pit down here.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the pit or out in the gray space beyond the edge of the map. I just wanted to have the die spaz around one more time because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, the pit would
I
be
just want to say that we all rolled in chronological order. Otto 20, me 21, Klaus 22, and then Phalar 23.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh god, I just realized too, that means that like, if I can remain hidden when I jump around that corner,
Sneak attack.
they aren't gonna have a damn clue what's happening.
Shoot
Wait, all
an arrow from a great void.
They go to cast a spell and get stabbed by nothingness, and they feel like they might have said the words wrong.
just get stabbed in the back, and the other mind flayers look over and are just like, "What the hell?" As just man appears from nothingness behind them, and then I'd probably immediately fade away, and I'd be gone again.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Question is, are those wows
That-
of good or wows of bad?
Just out of curiosity, because he had to leave early, but he'll be with us next week. Do we want to roll? Someone want to roll for Singe?
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know what his bonus is, but I can roll and then you can do a bonus.
He has a +2 for his initiative.
If you want to count mine, he would have a 12 then. If you don't want to use mine, that's fine.
Might as well for him to be on. Still 12.
Yeah.
So that's on track.
So, because of the psychic ability that was shown there by Adonia, does she get some kind of bonuses then against these guys?
No.
I mean, she called his 12. She knew it was coming.
Okay. Alright. There we go. We can call
So
it
we
call for
go-
tonight.
We all go first before them. I think
Yeah,
that's ever
it's like
happened.
every one of my rolls there were like 10 or less. Except for
Perfect.
one.
Get one of them out.
The downside is you were all crammed into one space. And
Yeah.
they have Mind Blast.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's an AOE.
AoE does psychic damage, and if you fail it, you're stunned.
Mm-hmm. Quick side note, by the way. Speaking of mind flayers, we found out, me and my friend did during one of our recent things with Baldur's Gate, in the Nautiloid, if you can manage to kill that devil that's in there, the game just railroads you by spawning 2 more from the back of the room. Like, if you kill him, then, if I remember correctly, the Mind Flayer turns hostile because he said he no longer has need for you, and then it spawns 2 more of them in the backside of the room where you entered from.
Oh, wow.
So then it's like, well, now we really have to get this thing going.